the need to enshrine a legal framework that would address the protection of civilians in armed conflict formed the basis of a one-day retreat here in Lagos. It was organized by the Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center with the support from the Open Society Initiative for West Africa. We have details in this report.
The importance of this retreat by members of security committees in the National Assembly cannot be overemphasized.
Please, let's delete C and leave D.
As it was over 4 hours of joint meticulous consideration by the committee members with input from journalists on the proposed bill on the protection of civilians 2021. The deliberations include policies, review of the content to ensure standards and specifications are met, design and agree on specific approach, and adopt roadmap to convene public hearing on the bill, amongst others.
To ensure that we come up with a bill that will protect civilians and civilian harm mitigation, so that all the operations that is going on by the armed forces personnel, at least we know that there are code of conduct and there are rules of engagement, but we need this law in place so that people, our civilians, can be protected. They can have confidence in the system. They will believe in the armed forces generally, and I think that will even make them to divulge information where necessary.
For any bill to be justiciable, to have the effect of law, the Justice Committee must necessarily be an actor, so that we'll be able to dot the I's, cross the T's, give it the legal flavor that is necessary for it to pass through the rudiments of the National Assembly.
The organizers of the retreat say though no effective protection strategy can be conceived without a sound understanding of the violations that were committed, they are, however, satisfied with the dedication of the committee members.
For us, it's an opportunity to start this discussion with the legislators, but in the larger cycle also learn from some of the things we are getting from community members in those communities in terms of the response to conflict. And if this bill comes to life, we would be glad that there is a direction in terms of how Nigeria as a country responds to the plight of civilians that are caught up in armed conflict.
Now that they have shown their commitment and the interest and the ownership for this process, we believe that it is easy for this process to move forward and ensure that the National Assembly members act, on timely basis, because anything that is not done within this year, by the time we enter next year, and you get to the second quarter of next year, you will have hardly found out any progress in terms of lawmaking process because of the election.
After this, the proposed bill will be presented on the floor of the House, and if Nigeria goes ahead to institutionalize the law, it becomes the first in Africa to do so. Ivy Kano, TVC News, Lagos.